help. Again, they do a real disservice to black females, man. Black feminists don't give a fuck about black women as a whole. They really don't. And I will keep saying that, and they keep getting mad and keep getting mad, goddammit. Because they don't give a shit about black women as a whole. That's why they've never done anything for black women as a whole. Ever. Never, ever, ever. Because they are purposely trying to divert the energy that we as a community need to get up out this damn ditch. Because black men and black women, we're in a ditch right now. We're getting pummeled. Rocks are being thrown at us in this ditch. And what black feminists want to do is argue who has the most dirt on them in the ditch. It don't matter who has the most fucking dirt on them. Let's get out the fucking ditch. Then we'll worry about who got the most dirt on them. But while we're in the ditch, it doesn't matter. And we both in the damn ditch right now. So the bedwenching ain't going to help you. And they do a grave disservice to other black women out here by not talking about real issues that affect them as black women first. Y'all notice that? Anytime we start making progress upward, the energy goes totally left. Then all of a sudden it's like, what about black women's rights? What you mean? We fighting for everybody. What you talking about? Well, what about street harassment? You see what I'm saying? Whenever we're making progress, we make a sharp left. That's by design. That's by design to dissipate the energy. That happens all across the board. Even during the civil rights era, all of a sudden, black feminism out the blue. There's a reason for that. That's by design. That is by design, and we need to know who's working with us and who's working against us in the black community. And too long, we've let the Negro bedwench get a pass. We've let the Negro bedwench black feminists get a pass for 45 years. And when we give them a pass, they divert the energy. People come at us all types of ways. People disrespect us. And now it's 2013 and people got on a damn Trayvon Martin Halloween outfit. And we're looking like, oh, damn, where'd that come from? Why are you shocked? They haven't changed. People with that mindset, they haven't changed. Our focus has just been on some bullshit. Our focus has been on that bullshit. I've been focused on them. I've been focused on that ass. I've been focused on them. Let me take the Tariq elites off so y'all can see where I'm coming from. But I've been focused on them. This is why y'all notice, like I said, every time I do Hidden Colors, every single time, the COINTELPRO practices come out. Every time I work on a Hidden Colors film, there's an article from a white ran black website from a black feminist who has something slick to say about me or something slick to say about Hidden Colors every time. That's not a coincidence. Every single time I work on Hidden Colors or it's coming out, there's always a black feminist article coming out saying something slick about the movie or something about me. That's not a coincidence. Let's go back to COINTELPRO in the 1960s. When black men and women were fighting together, COINTELPRO created diversionary tactics to specifically divert the energy. They did that by design. And those tactics are still being used now on a grand scale. When you look at black media outlets, especially on the internet, if you look at all of these black media outlets, and when I say black media, I mean white-owned media for the most part that has a black subdivision. But when you look at so-called black media outlets or black online news outlets or whatever, why is it that almost all of them are headed by black feminists? Why is that? You ever do your research? If you look at all of the black blogs and all that, all of them, damn near all of them, are headed by women who identify themselves as black feminists. Why is that? And why were they given those positions? Why were they given those positions? Because some of these sites and newspapers and magazines, they dictate a lot of information that goes into the black community. A lot of them dictate information that goes into the black community, or they're sponsored by white corporations. Even if it's a black-owned site, they're sponsored by white corporations. You dig what I'm saying? They're sponsored by white corporations. So let's be realistic now. But the thing is, why are the people who are distributing information to the black community, why does it have to be filtered through black feminists? Why are they put in that position? Why are they put in that position? Because they are the gatekeepers. Because black feminism is a code word. Again, if you've been around for 45 years and you've never done anything, why are you around? Why are you identifying with a movement that has, on the surface, never done anything? And I've always asked black feminists this: what has a black feminist or a black feminist group, what have you done in history? Then they'll try to name some random black woman and then redefine her as a feminist. Well, Sojourner Truth, no, she wasn't no feminist. Well, Ida B. Wells, no, Ida B. Wells didn't identify herself as no goddamn feminist. Well, Ella Baker, no, she didn't identify herself as no feminist. You dig what I'm saying? What has a self-identified black feminist done for not just the black community, but for black women as a group? And the answer is nothing. So why are you still here claiming black feminism? Because you are assisting white supremacy. You are doing something that's assisting white supremacy. You are the gatekeeper for white supremacy. You are the gatekeeper of white supremacy. This is why whenever black people do anything that challenges white supremacy, the black feminists come up out of nowhere, diverting the energy every single time. And if I'm lying, tell me I'm lying. They don't do shit. Tell me if I'm lying or not. And they will, you look at black Twitter, black feminists attack black men every single day, specific black men every day on Twitter. They go on campaigns attacking black men every day, but they won't say shit about websites like Ghetto Gaggers, a website where white men literally piss and spit on black women. You dig what I'm saying? Because black feminism to white supremacy is a code word. It is a code word. When white supremacy or when a corporation, when they want to get black folks to be gatekeepers, they know what words to look for. See, you have to, let me break this down. White folks know you better than you know yourself. White folks know you better than you know yourself. There's nothing in the black community that has not been regulated or defined by whites. And if it's something new, they immediately grab onto it and then monetize it some way. But the thing is, in our community, they know how to look for code words, and they know what they're going to get from that black person. For example, when a black person identifies themselves as a black conservative, white supremacy knows what they're going to get from that person. Black conservative is a code word. So when you say, I'm a black conservative, they're like, oh, good, come on. That means you're safe. That means you can work with us. You understand that? That's why you see on all these news channels, they always have these black conservatives. Black feminism is a code word too, because when they hear black feminism, they know, okay, good, non-threatening, come on, we'll take you. We'll give you that job. So when a black woman identifies herself as a black feminist, that's a code word for bedwench to them. They know what they're going to get. That's a code word. I'm telling you what the game is. This is why, like in black radio, for example, and I talked about this before, they get a lot of cats that are in certain fraternities and sororities for black radio. Because they know when cats have been through certain frats and certain fraternities, they know how to keep secrets. They know how to obey to a certain degree. They know how not to step out of the boundary. They know that you can follow orders. They know that you're not going to be a loose cannon because you've been through the rigors of training and a secret keeping process. So if you look at radio, especially black radio, they get a lot of dudes in black radio who are from the same frat. Like, for example, Qs. And I got a lot of respect for Qs. And I'm not saying this because I got some brothers who are Qs are cool as hell. But if you look at black radio, most of the dudes in black radio are Qs. Steve Harvey's a Q. Tom Joyner's a Q. Ricky Smiley's a Q. A lot of Qs in black radio. Terrence J is a Q. That's not a coincidence. You understand what I'm saying? So they look for people who's in these organizations because these are kind of code words for them, because they know that you'll get on you'll be on their page. They know that you'll be on the right page with them. So when they hear a woman say she's a black feminist, they know that they got somebody who they can count on to be a good gatekeeper, because they know the black feminist is a Negro bedwench who's going to maintain white supremacy for them. They know that the bedwench is not going to give out any information that's going to really empower the black community. They know this, and they know that the bedwench will never, ever, 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 ever directly challenge a white male no matter what. Stop me if I'm lying.